This is section 1.4 in Algebra 1-1. Section 1.4. Okay. In this section, we are writing equations and inequalities. In your notes, you can see that we look through the meaning of the symbols. This symbol is equals to. Another word for, or another thing that they'll say is the same as. In this one, we have less than. It fits your left hand. That's how I always remember that it's less than, is less than. They might say, excuse me, is fewer than. This is less than or equal to. The equal to is simply the line underneath. When you graph this, it's an open circle. When you graph this, it's a closed circle. When we get to graphing. When it's greater than, it would be an open circle. It does not fit your left hand. Your left hand goes this way. It doesn't fit that way. So it's greater than. This is greater than or equal to, which is a filled-in circle. Okay, let's go down and solve these problems here. Check whether the given solution is a solution of the equation or inequality. I am not asking whether they are equations or inequalities. I'm asking if the solution works or not. So take this 5 that's after the semicolon and plug it in for the x. 9 minus 5 equals 4. That is true, so yes, that is a solution. So you just write a solution. Next to that one, we have 9. Plug it in for the unknown variable. 9 times 2 plus 3 is greater than or equal to 21. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 3. 18 plus 3 would be 21. That is not greater than, but it is equal to. So that one is a solution. On this one, we plug the 7 in for B. 7 plus 5 is less than 15. 12 is less than 15. That one is also true, so it is a solution. And now we plug 16 in for that M. 16 minus 31 is less than negative 9. 16 minus 31, well, those have opposite signs. Or you're up on the 16th floor and you're going to drop down 31 floors. You come over and subtract them. And give it the sign of the one farthest from 0, which is the negative 31. So that's negative 15 is less than or equal to negative 9. If you're unsure of that, think of a number line. 0 is here. We go down this way to the negatives. There's negative 9. Going further would come to negative 15. And the less than sign is always the sign above the number line when you're looking from right to left. A basketball player scored 351 points last year. If a player plays 18 games this year, will an average of 20 points per game be enough to beat last year's total? Well, 18 games, and he's going to make 20 points per game. We'd multiply that, and C is going to make 360 points. That is greater than last year's total of 351. So the answer is yes. And you should add to it, he will score 9 more points than last year. It is expected if you're asked to compare two numbers that you finish comparing them in your answer. It's like completing a sentence, telling exactly what they were wanting to know. Okay, function munchkin game. I want to explain. What happens is we play this as x, y, x being our input, y being the output. In class, you will call out a number. It can be any number. And I will give you a number and you try to figure out what I'm doing to the number. So I'll just pretend that we're playing now. Someone called out a -2. I am going to do either add, subtract, multiply, or divide, or a couple different things to it, and give you an answer. I give you +4. Well, next you might call out -1, and I give you 2. Next you might call out 0, and I give you 0. Next, you might call out a 3, and I give you a -6. What am I doing to this number to get that number? When you see the 0, 0, that should tell you I must be multiplying by a number. Well, now I ask myself, what could I be multiplying by? 2 times -2 would be 4. -1 times -2 would be 2. 0 times -2 would be 0. And 3 times -2 would be -6. So I determine that my function rule is that y equals -2 times x. We will be playing these in class. I'll do one more. Let's see, you call out -2 again, and I give you 1. Call out -1, and I give you 2. Call out 0, and I give you 3. Call out 3, and I give you 6. Now this time, the 0 wasn't 0. So that tells you that I'm adding 3 to whatever number it is. Is that all that I'm doing? -1 plus 3 would be 1. -1 plus 3 would be 2. 0 plus 3 would be 3. And 3 plus 3 would be 6. Very good algebraic thinking. I will leave these 2 boxes for a warm-up in class. Thank you very much.